Yeah, it's been tough. Let's maybe talk a little bit about voting in the beginning, like what it means to us.
Yep, awesome. So we're live. Thank you all
Oh, yeah.
for joining today's Heal the Vote campaign live session. I'm Aswad Thomas, Managing Director for Crime Survivor Safety and Justice. Anna?
Hello, everyone. I'm Anna Cho. I'm the Survivor Speak campaign director for Crime Survivors for Safety and Justice.
Cool, awesome. So heal the vote, heal the vote, heal the vote. We are less than 60 days from the presidential election, and so we've launched the Heal the Vote campaign last week, which is an effort to mobilize 100,000 crime survivors across the country and also get 10,000 survivors to take the pledge. Before we get started, Anna would love to hear from you on what voting means to you as a survivor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks. First, I just want to give my love to all the West Coast and California members online, or just who, if you weren't able to make it. I know literally the West Coast is on fire and it's been some pretty tough times this week. So definitely see y'all. We're thinking of you and sending our love and prayers. And I think, President or previous Obama had written that the environment is on the ballot. And so I think the state is really seeing that all the issues of why we need to be getting to the polls and healing the vote. What voting means to me is really what y'all saw in the New York Times article this week. To me, voting is part of my healing. To me, advocacy has always been part of my healing. So the act of being able to cast a ballot is actually just an extension of my healing journey. I believe that advocacy and being able to vote is how we really honor the lives and the bodies of people who even got us this right to vote. I believe that voting is how we really honor all the wins and policy changes that we have made to date, and giving people opportunity, choice, and voice. So to me, healing the vote it's part of our healing journeys. What does it mean to you, AT?
Heal the vote for me, it means a lot. I've been, really reflecting on, how far we've come, as a nation, as African Americans, who before, just, not even, less than 60 years ago, right? That many people that look like me could not vote. So just think of the sacrifices that our ancestors and our leaders have made for us to get the opportunities, the right to vote, the sacrifices of the lives that were lost, the lives that really was changed in history because of the fight for these freedoms, the fight to vote, and also just thinking about the loss of a legend, like John Lewis. I had the opportunity in, I want to say 2015, where I provided a keynote speech at my alma mater, Elms College, to open up the school year. And Representative John Lewis, he provided the keynote at the end of the year. So I've been reflecting on, his work, for decades, for us to, have the right to vote, to have the opportunity to, to elevate our voice and our experiences, and heal the vote, to me really means, as a survivor, that I'm really elevating like my power, my own individual right, and also helping my family and friends to exercise this right to vote. And I've lost almost 40 friends to gun violence. One of my friends, childhood friends, was just tragically killed a few weeks ago, and I just think about those individuals who cannot vote at this moment, and that this is who we are, organizing this campaign for, folks who are no longer here, that can't vote, for our loved ones that are currently incarcerated, that may not be able to vote. So heal the vote to me means is elevating my individual right, but also organizing and helping other survivors across the country to to bring our healing to the ballot box, and voting for many of us is, it's, our freedom to really elevate, who we are as individuals, but most importantly, who we are as survivors, and the need to elevate some of our safety solutions at the ballot box will be critical this upcoming election, but also Heal the Vote is an evergreen campaign of CSSJ and really elevating our power at the local level as well.
You're really bringing to light, I think, one of our catchphrases around the most harmed are the least served. And so that was really what we wanted to bring with this campaign, is often the most harmed are the most invisible. The most harmed are often the most silenced and the most invisible from the conversation. And so that was really what the whole campaign was about, is to work in those margins, bring people in, and really say, you do have voice, you do have the right, and we want to see you, and we also want to heal with you.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think we had a great Heal the Vote launch event last week, in the past few days. And as you mentioned, we've been, our work, the work of our members across the country, was recognized in the New York Times. Yesterday, we released a new survey on the safety gaps in America, and that work of our federal coalition partners across the country was also featured in the Time magazine yesterday. And so this is a moment in history for survivors to organize, and we're excited to be really kicking off this Heal the Vote campaign over the next 2 months. And so what we wanted to do, we've launched a new webpage at cssj.org/vote. So today's conversation will be a discussion. If you have any questions, write those in the comment box. But we want to walk you all through the entire Heal the Vote campaign, how you can get involved by showing you all our website and some of the activities we got going on. Anna, you want to kick us off with some of the activities and walk us through the webpage on how people can get involved?
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys are looking at our website right now, cssj.org/vote. You can see it has info about the campaign, and then it goes into all of our different activities. So this is what we're doing to Heal the Vote. We're having first virtual meetings. So you guys, if you've heard about us, we have chapters actually in 7 states, but actually more forming all across the country. And so all of our chapters are coming together to host virtual meetings just around voter education and what are the rules in my state. It's another really huge piece of why we wanted to start this campaign, is there's so many messages out there. There's so many new rules. There's so many new requirements for IDs, and it's different every state. So we just felt like these meetings were important to have just to empower each other. We're also doing a lot of voter ed and registration. As you guys know, you'll see later on in the website, we have resources for on how to do that. The voter pledge, y'all, that is our biggest piece. If you want to sign the pledge, it's actually right below this. We are aiming to get, how many people, Aswad, to sign the pledge?
10,000 survivors across the country.
10,000 survivors across the country. I feel like we could do more than that, y'all, because if you think nationally, there's over 60 million individuals who have identified as experiencing a crime. And as you guys know, and we all know as survivors, most of the time we don't even report what happens to us. So we can envision that number is probably so much bigger. In addition, we're in the middle of a pandemic. So we are in this kind of unprecedented time for people to be experiencing trauma and loss, but also are in need of access to healing and resources. So take that pledge, sign up. We also, Kenny, got to slow down. We're going to be going to each of our 7 states for in-state Heal the Vote town halls. This is where survivors are coming together with elected leaders, with champions, local leaders to, again, talk about voting and talk about what the importance of survivor voices is in this moment. We also have, our last activity is storytelling. So we have a pretty cool storytelling system that is getting launched where you yourself are going to be able to tell us why do you pledge to heal the vote as a crime survivor, and who do you pledge to heal the vote for? And so we want to hear from you guys, why you were interested to join in and exactly who you're voting for. This next section is where you guys can find the pledge. So if people are like asking you, where can you find it? Just go to our website, cssj.org/vote. This is one of our Illinois leaders on the picture, and you guys can see. It'll take you to this super easy link. Just would have to sign in your name, a little bit of info, and all the pledge is saying is, in the 2020 election, survivors of crime must raise our voices so they no longer go unheard or ignored. We must stand up to demonstrate our strength at the polls and beyond to pave a clear pathway to safety. Take the pledge to heal the vote and join thousands of survivors across the country to tell our stories, center our experiences, and demonstrate our power through voting and communicating to public officials and other voters through social media and other channels. So it's just saying, I'm pledging to get to the ballot and to heal the vote. Scroll down. This is the section I was speaking about earlier around now, how do I vote? There's going to be a section for actually every single state. So you can just very easily find your state, click on the link, and it's going to tell you all the information on how to vote in your state. If you want to get involved in our activities and get more consistent updates, you'll just easily text HTV to 9779. That is to join our email and SMS lists, and that's where you would be getting more consistent updates. We also have a section on signing on as a partner org. And so many folks have been asking, how can I partner with y'all? And we have a section for you to actually become an official partner, get out the pledge yourselves. And then lastly, the events and training section. So those would be like the state town halls, the chapter meetings I was just mentioning, and just different events that the movement's happening. You guys see?
Yeah, but also if you haven't already, take out your cell phone right now and text HTV to 97779. Through this text message, you can stay up to date about upcoming events and activities. You also can take the pledge right from your cell phone as well. So if you text HTV to 9779, you will receive a text message back from us asking where you are texting from, and we will send you a link to the CSJ website and take the pledge right now from your mobile device as well.
Super easy. Register to vote. If you haven't registered to vote, get out your phone again, make sure you're registered to vote. And if you can't remember, don't worry, just do it again. It's not going to hurt. The next section is more for, that's how you can sign up for all the volunteer opportunities.
Yep, and so this campaign is about volunteers. So we need a lot of volunteers across the country. And so we're going to just show you all the sign up form. You know, as a volunteer, we have 4 options for you to volunteer. If you want to join the phone banking team, the team of survivors that are calling other members across the country, you can sign up for phone banking. I know some of you are very active on social media. So if you want to be a social media ambassador, we can be sending you sample posts, graphics, information about upcoming events for you to be posting on social media for your community and sharing the information on social media. If you also are very interested in providing voter education and registration information to survivors in your state, you can sign up for our voter education track. And last but not least, we need more volunteers. So if you want to sign up to become a campaign recruiter, please sign up via this volunteer form. So you can do 1, you can do 2, or you can do all 4 volunteer opportunities. So go to the CSJ website and sign up now to volunteer. As of today, we got 40 volunteers that have already signed up to join the campaign as well.
That's awesome. More voter info by state. You could just click on any of those states and it'll tell you everything. And then our last resources, we got a campaign toolkit. You want to click on that. The campaign toolkit is a digital PDF. So we made this in a way that is easily downloadable to phones and computers. I've been having it up on my phone pretty easily. And it tells you everything about the campaign. It tells you what it's about, why this moment is so critical for survivors, and also it says in there what our policy vision is and what crime survivors are calling for as it relates to safety. There's also a last section in there that has a really great candidate questionnaire if you're just looking for some ideas on what are some things we could be asking of ourselves and our leaders. So really great toolkit to just peep into with all of our information. We also have a social media toolkit, which is pretty self-explanatory. It is what it sounds like. It's a toolkit to help you with some of the images and messaging and assets we're putting online. So you can take those, use them, copy them onto your own Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, and just help us spread the word, help become a social media ambassador. And then the last resource would be the voter guides. And so again, these are made per state and have just some key information for your state. And this has been a really helpful tool for our chapters, because then you can hold your whole meeting just around kind of looking at this guide, going through the toolkits and facilitating discussions off of those. So we hope these are helpful for you guys and helpful for everyone, even outside of CSSJ.
And we're pretty excited about the Heal the Vote campaign. So please get involved. As Anna mentioned, we're going to be our chapters are going to be hosting monthly meetings over the next few months. Opportunity for you all to engage in what's happening at the chapter level. We will be providing trainings to our coordinators to help you register, help you get the voter information that you need. And I'm really excited about the storytelling part of this campaign. So we launched a new tool called Safe and Just Voices, which is a platform for you all to tell your own story on what voting means to you as a survivor and who you are pledging to heal the vote for. So we're going to drop that storytelling link inside of on the Facebook thread right now. So if you are interested in sharing your story of what Heal the Vote means to you, why you're voting as a survivor, we want to encourage you to take those videos. It could be 10 seconds, or it could be 60 seconds, or it could be 2 minutes. And so this platform will allow us to continue to tell the stories of what voting means to us as survivors. I know some of you, this is your first time voting this upcoming election. I've heard those stories of this is my first time voting, and I'm voting because of X, Y, and Z. We know we've heard so many historical stories from members on their family's history on voting, and so being able to want to continue that legacy in their family history to vote. So we want to hear those stories. We want those stories to be part of this campaign, so we can be sending out on social media, also sharing with legislators as well. And so please submit your story via the Safe and Justice platform that we're going to drop in the Facebook comments. And also, this campaign isn't about CSDJ staff. This campaign isn't about just our survivors. We're excited to be partnering with a lot of ambassadors of the campaign. So Anna, can you share a little bit more? Who are some of the entertainers and athletes who have joined the campaign?
Yeah, absolutely. So some of the partners that we've been accumulating over the past couple of years, I think many of you have seen artist T-Pain come out with us this last year. He attended our Florida Survivors Speak. He met with Florida survivors and leaders, and he's been with us for the long haul, and has just been an incredible partner, not only to elevate issues, but also has been really sharing a lot of how these issues impact him and his family as well. So T-Pain is another key partner of this campaign. We've also come out, if you guys read the New York Times article, you see a couple athletes. Miss Caitlin Ohashi. Caitlin, we love you. Thank you so much for your support. Caitlin has joined the campaign. She's I want to say multi-champion winner. I think it's like 8 or more championships she's won. Also a survivor in the gymnastics world and just huge champion on these issues. We also have Mr. Stedman Bailey, an NFL player who actually lost his career because of the gun violence that he endured. He actually was shot in the head and has been with us since Florida, but also wants to play a more active role in how athletes are part of the conversation. And then we have a couple more artists. Miss Kiana Leday, she's a young up-and-coming R&B singer who's been pretty active with us for a couple years now. We originally did a sister circle with her, and we anticipate more. There's some others that I'm blanking on right now because there's actually been a lot of amazing support. But we really rely on partners of all forms, from survivors to people who have platforms. This is a campaign that is really for us and by us. And so I think we're going to see even more partnerships and more just opportunities for us to build those kind of coalitions and get out the vote to heal the vote.
Most definitely, and want to really shout out all of our chapter coordinators across the country, our members, who are. This campaign is you all's organizing efforts, and so over the next few months, especially for our chapters, we do have a limited quantity of swag and materials coming to you all. So we sent out for our chapter leaders and super volunteers some T-shirts. We're going to be having some yard signs, some door hangers. We're going to have a lot of stickers. We love to post when we vote those stickers on our shirt and on our cars. So we're going to have some Heal the Vote stickers for you all, and also other materials at the chapter level as well. So this is a campaign that we're excited about. Oh, there you go, Anna with her Heal the Vote T-shirt, super cool.
I'm too short, so you can't see it.
So yeah, this is an exciting campaign, to be featured in the New York Times and our work with partners featured in Time Magazine. We're going to be doing a lot of media over the next few months as well. So lifting up the stories and leadership of our survivors on the ground. In Cincinnati, Ohio, there will be a story coming out soon about our Cincinnati chapter work and our trauma recovery, and also the Heal the Vote campaign as well. So more to come on Heal the Vote. Text HTV to 9779. Please go on the website. So all the information that you need about this campaign, we've put everything on the website. We've created those toolkits, those social media guides, the voter guides for all the information that you will need for this campaign. So direct all of your friends and family members and neighbors and community organizations to the website to be part of this campaign. If anyone that haven't registered to vote as of yet, send them to the website. They can go on the website to register to vote, and also get a lot of the voter information as it relates to some of the requirements, what are some of the deadlines. We're going to be sending out a lot of graphics, a lot of emails and posts and calls about upcoming voter registration deadlines, and we'll be making over 100,000 phone calls to survivors across the country to get them to take the pledge, and also to get them to mobilize to bring our voices to the ballot box as well.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen. And so we're excited about this campaign. I dropped the link for you to submit your Heal to Vote story on the Facebook page. We are working to add the storytelling platform also to our website. And so I'm calling on some of our leaders that are tuned in via the comment box on Facebook. Anne Marie in Miami, Lavina, Dr. Dolphin. All of you all that are tuning in across the country, we want to hear your story on what voting means to you. And so please submit that video of what voting means to you as a survivor and who you're pledging for, so we can post it online as well.
Mm-hmm. Hey, one last resource I forgot to mention is every Monday until November, we are hosting a Heal the Vote virtual coffee chat. This is at 2 p.m. for my West Coasters. This is 5 p.m. for my East Coasters. This flyer is all over our social media, so it's always going to be the same link every week. It's meant to be a drop-in space. If you have questions, if you have wanting to learn more about how to volunteer, if you just need a quick resource or talking point, just come by and say hi to me. Let's figure it out together. That's just meant to be every Monday, 2 p.m. West Coast, 5 p.m. East Coast. We'll be online here for y'all.
Most definitely. And do not hesitate to reach out to our CSSJ staff. We got Tanish, David, Tashante, Quincy, Iris, Jonathan, Trisha, Juan Pablo, and other ASJ and CSSJ staff if you have any questions. But that Monday, Heal the Vote happy hour is for all of your questions. Any ideas that you have, Monday is that time for you to join Anna and the team for that happy hour to give you your marching orders, and also want to hear any ideas that you all and any questions that you all have about the campaign as well. So super excited about Heal the Vote. We are less than 60 days away from the election. Remember, y'all, our goal is to mobilize 100,000 survivors across the country. We cannot do this without you all. We got to get 10,000 survivors to take the pledge. And so go to the website, share that information, text HTV to 9997779 to join the campaign and stay up to date, and also to take the pledge as well. Anna, before we get off, any final thoughts around Heal the Vote?
I feel compelled to do a chant, but
Let's do it. Let's make it happen. We learn.
Y'all know me. If you guys have met me in the field in the past 5 years, y'all know it is so hard for me to be alone here and not be planning a march to the Capitol. So this is our version of our virtual march. I'm with you. Aswad's with you. The whole squad is with you. Even though we can't meet in person, let's just carry that energy into this next season. Because don't worry, we're always going to be here. So I just will leave you with, I hope you all are taking care of yourselves. I hope we're all empowering each other and being patient with each other. And let's just get as much of this information out to our friends, our families, our loved ones, and let's change it up a little.
Let's make it happen. And stay tuned for upcoming dates about some of the virtual town halls and forums that we're going to have. So starting with Texas, if you are in Texas, mark your calendar, September 24th for the Texas Heal the Vote Forum. And then starting in October, every week we will be hosting a forum in the state. So we got Florida coming up, we got Michigan, Illinois, we got Ohio, we got Pennsylvania, we got Arizona, and we got New Jersey. So in the month of Ohio, in the month of October, will be a lot of Heal the Vote state forums, and also kicking off the Heal the Vote forum campaign with Texas on September 24th. And all of these registration links and information will be sent out next week, and they will also be posted on our CSJ website as well.
That's incredible.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's heal the vote. Use the hashtag, text HTV to 97779, and please share the website for all the information that you need, and do not hesitate to reach out to any staff as well.